In this video, I want to talk about still another house that I have been turned on to in the past couple of months. And that's the house of Aftelier Perfumes. Aftelier Perfumes was created by Mandy Aftel, who also happens to be the creator of everything that is sold under the site. She sells teas. She sells things that you can add to food to give them aromatic effects. She sells perfumes. She sells solid perfumes. Her website is just this sundry list of fascinating things where you can quickly get yourself into a lot of trouble with the kind folks over at MasterCard if you're not very careful. And just a wonderful, wonderful lady too. Also spoke to her on Facebook. Very, very kind. When I first talked to her and mentioned that I really wanted to smell some of her stuff, she asked me if I had ever worn a solid perfume. And I said, well, yeah, it had been a while, and the only ones I had ever tried, as I told her, were this sampler pack from Lush. Ooh, calling Dr. Freud. From Lush. As this is a sampler pack of 3. This has Karma, Seacom Girls, and Sun in it. It was given to me by a good friend at the time. And I wore them, liked them, was sort of interested in how they performed differently from perfumes that I was used to, and that they were so close to the skin. It was very interesting. I could certainly smell them, but other people really couldn't. So in that respect, they're sort of different from perfume and serve a different purpose. They're sort of like a personal aromatherapy almost. I said, sure, anything, that you would be willing to have me try, I will gladly talk about. So, into the box of stuff that she sent me this. A little compact of something called, can you see it? It's called Bergamoss. Bergamoss, not bergamot, Bergamoss. And being a man, an ignorant man, it took me about a hot 10 seconds to learn how to open this. But, and now that I've cut off my nails, well, there we go. Opens just like a woman's compact would with, a mirror or something. And here's the solid. And if you've never worn a solid, you just sort of take the warmth of your index finger, sort of sweep it around a few times, and apply it, typically to your neck, your pulse points, the same places you would spray liquid perfume. So the top notes in Bergamoss are bergamot and wild sweet orange. The middle notes are peach, citronellol, and nutmeg absolute. And the base notes are oak moss, fleuve absolute, coumarin, and antique civet. As you might expect from its name, on first application, Bergamoss gives you a really heady dose of bergamot, sort of like putting your nose straight into a big heap of Earl Grey tea leaves. As it dries down on your skin, it becomes greener and earthier and more mild, hinting at a chypre-like clone from the early 20th century, a men's clone. The green moss in the middle and the base sustains the smell through the end. This is a smell that is really quite simple, but not simplistic. it's really a lovely marriage between, as the name tells you, between the bright-eyed, bushy-tailed bergamot, which is always so lovely and awakening and invigorating, and the warm depth of oak moss, and the ultra-subtle hay-like herbaceousness of Fleuve Absolute. I think scents like this perform at their best in slightly warmer weather. Even when they're darker scents, they can just last a little bit longer with the heat of the skin and project just a bit more up to your nose. And as much like the classical cologne, they tend to wear closer to the body, which is fine considering what their intention is. It's basically meant for personal use, not to tell the people 700 feet away that you're in the city. Whenever the wind just blows the right way and you're outside, you'll catch just a whiff of it coming off of your skin, but those close to you probably won't notice, even if they're quite close. In a world of perfume beasts, some of us occasionally mind our own business and want to stay sort of, to our own selves. And this kind of perfume is perfect for that kind of general demeanor or general way that you want to present yourself if that's the way that you happen to feel. I'm sure we all have days where we want everyone to smell us. This isn't the cologne for that day. This is something softer, more gentle, much more subtle. As I like to say, this is the little green wood sylph of a perfume that you can keep in your purse or your pocketbook and discreetly apply whenever you're feeling appropriately impish. So that is my review of Mandy Aftel's Bergamoss, the solid perfume. Bye, guys.